Hi you guys, so today I will be doing my newborn morning routine with my 6-week-old little baby boy, and I also will have my two older children, my oldest son who is 6 and my daughter who is 4 in the video today, so stay tuned. So I usually get up in between the night at least 2 to 3 times to feed him, and so he normally gets up for the morning at 7 a.m. So I'm just feeding him the rest of a bottle that I have that we warmed up in the middle of the night, and from this point on he will be up. So yeah, that's our morning start for the day.
Good boy. Cute. Look at that, Mama. You look cute, Sizer. And he's getting so much bigger. He's getting so comfy. See how much he grew from last night. Yeah. And his feet all the way touching right here.
You done?
Yeah.
Good morning, handsome. Hey. You can smile for everyone. Look at the handsome baby. Good morning. You full now? You had a little milk? You ready to be changed? You ready to be changed? Okay. So here I have the Cool Mist Vicks humidifier, and we use it every single night, and it's just so awesome for all of us. So I just like to burp him before I change him and give him a little love. If you're wondering, I have a classroom in the background because I do teach English online. So yeah, it's right in my bedroom. Hi, you ready to be changed, huh? Yeah. Say, get this off for me, Mommy. Is that better? Is that better? You can stretch. Stretch it out. Stretch it out. So now I'm just going to get him changed for the day, get his swaddle off, and we'll start our day. I'm just going to be using Huggies diapers. We had a friend that gave these to us. I usually use Pampers, but these actually have been working pretty good. Haven't had any blowouts in these, so I'm also using Vaseline just for his diaper area. I know some people are not fans of Vaseline, but it has been just fine for us. I've used it for all 3 of my kids and have not had any issues. But for his actual skin, I do use African shea butter, 100% African shea butter mixed with a few different oils. You guys, I have not had to change a little bitty baby like for a few years now, so I'm like so slow. But yeah, I'm just gonna pick some clothes here. If you guys have seen my nursery tour, you'll know I've have like a little organization going on down there with my little bins from Dollar Tree. So yeah, go ahead and check that video out too. Okay. Hurry up, Mommy. You need to hurry up. So I'm just gonna get him wiped down, just with some warm water and a rag. I wipe him down every single day, and again, I give him a bath like once or twice a week. You guys know newborns don't really need baths like that. It actually kind of makes their skin a little bit more dry because their skin peels a good bit. So I'm just gonna wipe him down and continue to get him ready. And I feel like, again, I'm just so slow with everything because I'm like getting used to handling a little bitty baby all over again. So this video was recorded when he was 6 weeks old. I am a lot faster now that he is 3 months. So I'm just a little late on posting this video. So this is just a little bit of oil. It's olive oil, Jamaican black castor oil, and I think almond oil. So now I'm just gonna go ahead and pump, you guys. This is a clip from a different day. I think like the next day. Our morning routine just kind of changes, you know, as you get used to your newborn, it kind of changes. But sometimes I get to pump upstairs in the morning before we go downstairs, and sometimes I don't. So I went ahead and added that clip in so you guys can see realistically how it would be. But I do make sure I drink water while I pump, which helps me to my milk to let down even more. So that's a tip. So yeah, I'm just burping my little guy here. The kids love feeding him. They just fed him a little bit of his bottle.
Mommy just staring at you. You seem like he's hey, why are you trying to keep Mama blanket? You grab Mommy's blanket. Mommy's ripping your blanket. Hey! Hey, you grab it. Don't pull it down. Don't pull it. You gotta pull it. He cut me ears. Guess what? Mommy cut my nail on my thumb.
So I'm just gonna finish clipping her nails, and yeah, I just wanted to show you guys a realistic part of my morning. This is the rawness of motherhood, you guys. So yes, the kids are feeding baby boy again. I'm done pumping, and usually I pump between 6 to 12 ounces of milk. And I'm just showing you how I'm going to store it in the freezer bags, and I do at least 6 ounces per bag. And I'm just gonna store it inside of the Mandela cooler, which is in that came with the pump, and I'll take it with us downstairs. And this is the same cooler we use in the middle of the night when I have to pump as well. So now I'm just gonna get myself ready for the day, you guys. I am a mommy of 3, so again, I'm just showing you guys a realistic part of my morning. So when the kids are feeding the baby, I can go ahead and brush my teeth, wash my face, and get ready. And I always go back and peek on him, and now he fell asleep, so his little sweet face. Oh. So you guys, I'm using the belly binder. I mentioned this in my video, Postpartum Must Haves. I'll leave that below so you can check it out. It's super helpful for making sure you are supporting your back as well as helping your stomach go back into normal. So I try to wear it every single day if possible. So this is the same shea butter mixture that I was talking about earlier that I use on baby boy skin. It's also good for your hair. So I use a little bit of that in my hair, and I'm not going anywhere today. I'm not a makeup girl, but I will use my old school toothbrush to lay my edges. Don't judge me. So yeah, I'm just trying to make myself feel presentable for the day, although we weren't going anywhere and I didn't have any classes that day. If I do have classes, I may put on like a little mascara or eyeshadow, but that's about it. So now that he woke up from his little mini nap, I'm just gonna burp him for a second and then put him in his bassinet so that I can get everything ready to go downstairs. I try to just make one trip downstairs. It was a tip I gave in my postpartum video that you really shouldn't be going up and down the stairs often after you have a baby to help everything heal properly. That's what the midwife told me. So I try to take everything down in one go, especially when my husband has to work, and this was the day that he was working. Oh, so now I'm just gonna make the bed and just get everything ready to go downstairs. Making the bed is super important. It really helps you just feel like you're going to be productive for the day. And yeah, so I always try to make sure I make the bed every single morning. So I'm just getting my Medela pump bag ready along with my laptop and anything else I need to work with from downstairs. And then I'm going to just wrap baby boy on me so I don't have too many things in my hands and risk dropping him. So I always wrap him before we go downstairs if I have to take a lot of stuff down. And I'm using the baby Catan wrap. It's actually a really good wrap. I really love it. I got it from Facebook Marketplace. You can get it from Amazon, Walmart, Target, I'm sure. But someone was selling it for $10, so I was able to get a used one, lightly worn. So yeah, it was an awesome buy. So I'm just going to show you how I wrap him on me. I always start with adding in one leg at a time on each side, and there are numerous tutorials on YouTube on how to properly wrap your baby, so I'm not a professional. I'm just showing you how I do him at this size at 6 weeks, and he typically always falls asleep on me. So it's actually really good bonding time and skin to skin time. I kind of pull my shirt down a little bit and he lays on the top of my chest, so he loves his wrap. You always want to make sure baby is kissing distance away from you, not too far down your chest. So that's what I was showing there. And you guys don't worry about his head. He's been lifting his head since he was born. He he actually won't lay on my chest until he falls asleep. I've tried, trust me, several times to lay him, push him down on my chest, and he won't. And even if I pull the wrap over his head, he just doesn't like it. So I'm just gonna open the blind so that he remembers it's daytime, and so that means that, you know, it's not overnight. So I'm just getting him used to it. So now I'm gonna get the kids breakfast ready. My husband is so awesome. He makes our breakfast before he goes to work, or the night before. He does meal prep. And so I'm just gonna help the kids warm it up. And while I'm doing that, baby boy is probably almost asleep at this point. And I'll show you guys that in a sec. So now that he's fallen asleep, I can now wrap the back of his head so that it's not wobbling all over the place. But while he's up, he will not let me do this, you guys. So I'm just showing you that now that he's asleep, he doesn't mind it, because he doesn't realize it. But there he goes. He is sleeping so good. Aww. So the kids are just gonna finish putting the dishes up from the dishwasher from overnight. They're such great little helpers, and I'm so thankful I have them. They've been so helpful with the baby too. So now that he's asleep, I'm gonna get him, take him out of my baby baton wrap and put him in his swing. And pretty much from here, he'll be in his swing for at least 2 to 3 hours. He'll take a 2 to 3 hour morning nap until afternoon. Yeah, after 12 o'clock usually. Sometimes he'll wake up a little before that, but usually he'll sleep until then. And there he goes. He's sleeping. So I have the Fisher Price, one of the Fisher Price swings. I can't remember the name of this one. My friend gave it to us, but I'll leave it below if I can find it. And we usually keep him on 2 or 3, and he loves that speed just fine. I'm gonna lightly put his blanket on him so he doesn't wake up. But yeah, he's sound asleep from here. So now that he's napping, I'm going to go ahead and get my milk from overnight and go ahead and store it in the freezer with the rest of my milk. And here's a little bit of my milk stash. I'm going to probably do a video for you guys on my milk supply and pumping routine and all that good stuff, just so you can see what I do to produce extra milk. So any milk that was left over after the 6 ounces, I store that in the refrigerator, and I wait until it's enough, until the bottle gets up to 6 ounces, and then I go ahead and put it in a freezer bag, not the freezer bag, but in the milk storage bag. So now I'm just gonna get everything ready to wash bottles and sanitize them. This is a job in itself. I'm sure you mamas know that. But I'm just using warm soapy water and scrubbing it, and I'll get it boiled from there. So once it's all clean and ready to go, I go ahead and get his bottles ready for the day. I usually keep about 4 to 5 bottles on hand. And I do breastfeed as well. I nurse and I bottle feed because a mama needs a break. When you're a mama of 3, you need a break, right? So my husband's really good with helping with him, and the kids as well. They love to help feed him. So I usually pour about 4 ounces at a time. I put way too much in the first one, but 4 ounces at a time, and he'll drink pretty much all of it. So not all at once, but he'll take like a little break and then he'll drink the rest. So yeah, that's what's working for us right now. This is how I store it in the refrigerator. I have some milk in the back in that orange cup, if you can see that, and that's just to pour extra milk into bottles once he's eaten them. I'll go ahead and clean it again and then refill the milk. So the little one is to refill so that I can put it in the freezer, and then the orange cup, those right there that I'm pointing at, those are to refill his actual bottles. So about this time, almost 10 o'clock, I'm finally gonna eat my own breakfast. So here I just have some toast and honey, a boiled egg, oatmeal with dates and yogurt.
Hello everybody, we're doing Bible study.
We're about to do Bible study. Say goodbye.
Bye. I hope you do it at your house too. Hope you have a good time. Love you. Hope you have a good day. Love you. God is with you. Yeah, God is with you. Be safe. That's a fun video.